Hello there everybody, FirstOneNever here, and I'm going to show you how to get equipment fast in BRM5. As you might know, NAR has nerfed the equipment trucks, and there's no longer one that spawns here in Ronograd City, right here. We used to loop that, but I'm going to show you how to get 6. It requires no meds, no equipment, no deployables, and it's a very fast route. It'll get you 6 every single time you run this route, and if the spawns are right, you can go through it without killing a single person. For this, we're going to be going to KOZLOVKA, so grab yourself a little bird. If you do not have a little bird, it's going to be a lot harder for you to do this route. I've never tried driving over there, and I'm not going to. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to land on the left side by the downed MiG of KOZLOVKA. That should be right around here. So, let's fly on over there. Careful not to crash, because you are going to need an extract. You can land it right here. Nobody comes by here. Alright. So if you follow me, what we're going to do is we're going to come between these trees here, and you will see a building with a flag hanging out of it right here. This is the building you want to go into first. It's half blue, a third white, and you're just gonna run up to it.
At least the sunrise is a good hit.
Now, you can kick this door open, nobody will hear it. Now, this guy, you can sneak past him, but nobody can see his body, so I'm going to snap his neck. As for the other guy up here, people can see his body. I like to walk in reverse with my gun, so that I do not accidentally stand up. I do not like killing that guy. There's nothing you get from killing him except 30 bucks. If you're that poor, so be it. Now, this would be the first spot for the first key. This would be the second spot. It has 2 spawns on this table. There's a guy here, which you can kill. Nobody will ever find the body. The third spawn in here will be, here it is, on this bed in here. That is the apartment key. You're going to want to grab that. If you want, you can grab that jerry can for 3 fuel. Now, we're going to head out of here. And what we're going to want to do now is make it up the back route to KOZLOVKA. Now, I'm going to show you guys the other possible spawns for the key. There are 3 or 4 more inside the main building here. There is 1 spawn back around here in this area. And if you don't find any of the key spawns up in the main building, in my opinion, it is worth resetting and trying again. If you escape R enter and just reset your character, the key will respawn in a different location. I've done this route all the time though, and I've only had it spawn over there a single time. Now, luckily we didn't get any patrol snipers up here. Sometimes there will be some walking around.
What's so special about this island anyway?
This guy, you don't really have to worry about. We're going to pick this door here. Bear with me. Now, there can be a guy who spawns here. If he does, snap his neck. Now, this is one of the possible locations for the key. It will either spawn on top of that counter over there, or in front of the guy on the table. I'll show you now. Now, it can spawn right here, as I said, or it can spawn in here. If you have a smoke grenade, or you want to take your luck at it, you can try and head into this room here. There's the VIP. I personally do not care for it. Now, you'll notice there's a guy here, and you might not know how to get around him. Now, what you can do for this is simply crawl by him. If you have the key at this point, I'm not going to waste your time. This is the apartment that you need to use the key on. You open up this, and what will always spawn is 3 equipment cases. One here, one in this room, and one in here, along with 2 cash bags, each selling for 1,000. The cases sell for 100 each, and 2 equipment each. Now, I will show you the rest of the key spawns in this area. So, if you need to, you can come right up to this guy and snap his neck like so. Now guys, it is nighttime, and I had to grab a suppressed pistol because I do not normally carry one for a person that is downstairs. Now, I'm just going to speed this up. Something you can do is pop this guy right here. That shouldn't cause too much noise. Next, there will be a guy right down here. The final key spawns will be on the bottom floor, in a room to the left of the building, our right, facing this way. Now, there will be a final guy down here, and this is what I was talking about with the gun. Now, if you have too long of a weapon, like I did earlier, you won't actually be able to shoot this guy, and it's the only way I know of getting him. I don't trust myself to drop shot. So, simply take aim, and fire. Now, you want to head downstairs. And inside this room here will be the final possible key spawn. It could spawn either on that counter or on that table, just as before. And that'll be it. If you did not find the key in any of the areas I have mentioned so far, that means it spawned off into the distance, into one of these buildings. I don't remember which one specifically. If that's the case, again, I simply recommend respawning, as it's not worth trying to run across the entire compound to go get it. If you reset, the key will respawn in a different location. Once you have the key, come upstairs to the top floor, and inside the apartment building on the far right will be your 3 cases and 2 cash bags. Now, just take a simple route back, get into your helicopter, go back to base, and sell them at the armory. And that's it. Thank you all for watching.